Hi, fellow book lovers. Kathy Hughes here from the usbornbookstore.com. And today I wanted to share with you a little bit about feelings. So that's right, feelings, emotions, we all have them and we all have to learn how to handle them. And this is especially important for the children that are in our lives. They too need to learn how to handle all of their feelings and emotions. Especially in times of need and such as we are now in the pandemic. Um, but they just need to be able to learn how to deal with what they're feeling inside. So I'm going to show you a couple titles, just real quick, that we have with Usborne Books and More that can really help you as you're working with your children and wanting to help them to just know and understand and just to begin the conversation of dealing with those feelings. So first I'm going to show you this set. This is a set of board books. We have the Grumpy Tortoise, we have the Steady Sloth, the Cautious Chameleon, and Scaredy Cat. And I'm just going to show you these real quick. These are board books, so they're great for the little ones, infants and toddlers. And they're just fun colors and showing you, just getting you to talk about their feelings, and what they're doing, and get that conversation going with your toddlers. Okay, so these are all part of the same series from our Kane Miller publishing. Another board book that we have is this one. It's What If I Know My Feelings? And this is our famous What If monster. So if you're familiar with him, that's the same character, same author, Michelle Nelson Schmidt, as our Jonathan James in the What If Monster. Well, this one is just giving you the category, all the different types of emotions and feelings that we're having. And the What If Monster says, if you feel your feelings every day, what if we learn about them today? So this is just a great conversation. What if you're happy, and what if you're sad, and what if you're brave, or what if you're scared? So just a great way to introduce the topic of feelings to your toddlers. And then we also have an Usborne title. This is our Lift the Flap, First Questions and Answers, What Are Feelings? So this one, it has the flaps in it as you're going through the pages so the kids can peek underneath the flaps to find the answers to the questions on the page. These are lots of fun for the kids as they love to lift the flaps and find what's hidden and read the information underneath the flap. So as they're going through, again, just a colorful, fun activity book to get them talking about what are feelings and how do they handle them. So the next one here I have is Red, 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 and this is a picture book, one of our Kane Miller titles. This is a new series or a new picture book, but it's about a little boy who has some feelings of anger, and he doesn't really know how to handle that. So he wants a cookie from the jar, and they call him a biscuit because this is an English author. So they discuss that he wants his cookie from the jar, but it's not time for him to have a cookie. And so he gets very, very upset and very angry that he's not allowed to do that. And basically, they walk him through, and he counts down using numbers. So just learning to count and feel through, to go through what's processing in his mind. And then as he uses the numbers, you can see that he calms down as he goes through here 2, 3, and he slowly works his way as he gets to 10 to calming down and feeling better about what's going on and how it works. So just helping kids to understand they can't just act out all the time. but a good way to help them resolve some of that and getting them to count to 10 to be calm. So for some older kids, we have these books. These are some writing books. So this one is the Unworried Book. This is great for um, an activity book to keep kids calm. So it comes with the little wraparound, but it gives them information, helps them to deal with their feelings, talk about their feelings, write about them, color pictures, draw pictures, um, asking them lots of questions to discuss, what are they thinking? What are they feeling? And getting that under control, and just being able to write about it is a great way to just helping kids to be able to deal with all those feelings. So there's pages where they can color and they can draw, they can write, and just use descriptive words. There's lots of activities in there to help them just kind of come to grips with what they're feeling and being able to write about it. We also have these books, the Never Get Bored book and the Never Get Bored book Outdoors. These are both very cool books. They have all different things to write about, gives them different ideas, um, and things to draw, things to color. There's activities they can do. So it's just a great way to keep the kids active and engaged, encouraging them to be writing as well to help them. Um, then we have another set of activity books. So we have Hello Happy, and this one is specifically if kids are dealing with being sad or angry. Um, and I'll just show you in here, there's different things they can do, write down who to make a gift for, they can draw things, color things, answer the questions, play little games. So there's lots of things to do. Helps. This one, Hello Happy, is for kids dealing with sadness and anger. Then we have Stay Strong for kids that are experiencing some bullying and how to handle some of that. This one is No Worries for kids who feel anxious or anxiety or stress in different situations. And then we have this one, which is Be Brave for those kids who are dealing with some fear and anxiety related to fear. This one is another one we have. It's called A Year in My Life. This is basically a write every day type of thing. It's a journal idea, but it kind of gives them some ideas. So it's just not blank pages, but it gives them some things to write down the names of 5 people you've spoken to today in the best writing you can. So, you practicing their writing and they're drawing pictures and so forth. So it's a great way to give some the kids an ideas for writing without just having the blank journal. If they need a little inspiration, this is a great way to do that. Okay. And then we have a couple more because writing is important in dealing with our feelings. Sometimes that's the best way for us to do that. And so we have the Write Your Own Storybook. They can actually write within this book itself. So that gives you the page to write on, and then there's some things to talk about, what to write about, where. They could talk about their school journal. Okay, so there's all different things in here, great ideas. This is the Write Your Own Storybook, and maybe your kid is really into comics. This might be what they need. This is Write and Draw Your Own Comics. So again, giving them lots of ideas and things to work with. They can do their own drawings right here and then do some writing about what that story looks like. Some of the pages are broken down into boxes. So like a comic, they can just write in the box and draw the pictures as to what's happening. Write your own comics. And then we have sci-fi and fantasy stories. So this is helping kids. This would be geared for a little bit older kids working at creating their own sci-fi and fantasy story. There's in here lots of ideas and motivation and inspiration for them. So that one's a great one. And then last, I want to just show you the our All About series. Okay, we have 3 titles in here. The first is All About friends. And I'll show you inside here, but it just goes on talking about what are friends, what does that mean, what does it look like, who are our friends, what makes a good friend. So all good things for you to be discussing with those kids. And we have all about feelings. Again, as we are dealing with lots of different feelings at this point, this really is a great one. It's uh, gets kids thinking about what they say with their words as well as what they say with their bodies. When you're feeling sad and when you're feeling mad, and how would you feel if scenarios, which is great for conversation, getting kids to discuss those things and talking about those feelings. So all about feelings. And then we also have all about families. So as we're spending lots of time with our families right now, this is a great one just to see, to discuss the family units and what your family looks like and what other people's families look like, because they're not all the same, right? We all have different families. And so those are just a few of the titles I wanted to share with you today, that are deal with feelings and emotions and all of those things. So feel free to contact me, reach out if you have any questions, again, and have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.